Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, my Michael S10 Shopping Garage. I'm Mike. Hope everyone had a safe, blessed Memorial Day weekend, and it's Tuesday and back to work. Okay, got an update, more research. I keep finding more research to do, and I am combining some steps here. I went on YouTube and looked up how to relearn the key to the PCM on my s10 aveo. This is supposed to work for all GMs. Now the instructions on this YouTube channel I watched, once again, how to relearn the system for the keys to your PCM on your vehicle for all GMs. The directions that I finally got from flagship 1 doesn't read this, or I didn't get all of it, but I believe I did. And I want to show you, so give me just a second. Okay, this is the same instructions that I showed you on the first video. I had to cut short after an hour and a half. And I did find out that the process shouldn't take no more than 12 minutes each. And we went through this for 40 minutes. So I'm going to try this over again with a slightly different process to see if it works. The fuel pump did start working, so we are in the right direction. All I got to do now is get to where it'll still turn over and start. Okay, here's the OEM key. As you can see, it pretty much matches this key right here. And if it'll focus somewhat, passkey 3, PK3, passkey 3, PK3 plus. Now, if you can see this, that's even hard for me to see, and it's right in front of me. It's supposed to be stamped on the key right here at the base. As you can see on my key, it's not on either side. So why, I don't know. I don't see where that's going to be important and I can go by this, but I could be wrong at that. But it came with the car, so that part is perfect. I can only go by what I find. And now by experience. Now, give me a second. I also had broken a key unknowingly at work. I didn't know it was broke until I had my keys in my hand. This whole section was gone from a key like this. This is my spare key. Now, they had to do the internet on a mobile lock service to get that key cut, which was mighty expensive because of the chip. But I did have to go through a learning process, relearning process for this key to work. It was cut, and if I remember correctly, it was $360, $50 for a service call. Yeah, these keys are expensive. And he cut it for me and put it in ignition, turned it, started it, it's been running great ever since. So yeah, go figure on that one. So we're going out to the car and see what we can do. Oh yeah, before we head out to the car, what I'm figuring is that to get this key to work, I hope I'm wrong, that since it don't have the PK3 stamped on it here and maybe to the other side, that it takes the computer, someone that's a computer technician with the computer to get the key to program with relearn. I keep on saying program, I apologize. Relearn system to get this key to work for the PCM to work together to start the engine. I'm hoping I'm wrong. If this other process doesn't work, I believe it's what it's going to take. I'm one step from getting my car going again. So let's see how this works. Okay, we're out to the cars, and I'm going to set it up just like I did on the first video that I wanted to make it all one, that, as you know, it didn't work out. Not everything I do the first time works out. That's the science of it, and uneducated at it, and finding out and research. So let me get this turned around, and sorry about the background noise. There we're using the Pontiac to back up on the battery, so they'll hook it up. Here we are at this again. Now in the YouTube video I watched, how to relearn all GM codes on this for the key to the PCM. Now you can see everything's hooked up. I've got my ohm meter I'm going to show you on this. I was going to do that now. You must mandatory that you have a full charge battery at 12.5 amps. Let's see what we've got. We have more than enough, so we're good at that. Plus, with the other battery hooked to it, without the car being hooked to the battery, as you saw, I'll be good to go for a backup. Okay, that's all for that for now. Okay. Now, as you can possibly see, we got gas in the filter now. So this is the last step to get this car going. And what they showed on the how to relearn all GM vehicles from the key to the PCM, that he did not disconnect the positive terminal. He only did the negative. Unhook this or the PCM, reverse process, hook the ground back up, which I've already done this, and probably erased everything on for this and for codes, whatever, and back together that process without taking the positive off, and see if this does the trick. If not, well, then I got to get my buddy to bring his computer over and be able to do this for me. Or I want to have GM do it, and I want to do with their computer or PCM to do this. That's going to get costly. So I'm trying to avoid that. So far so good. So let's see how this works. Okay, got the cables hooked up. As you can see, this is going to be my battery charger. You have to keep 12.5 or 12.85, 55 amps on the battery that you need, which is for the aveo, to do this process, as I stated in the recent video of this. So here we go. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Okay, and windows closed, so we can, you can hear me better. All right. The OEM key. And we're not going to go over 15 minutes on this. See what happens. Okay, and here we go. Same procedure, all the way to on. As you can hear that, all systems good. And we'll round this off to 8:40 seconds, and we're counting now into seconds on this. So sit back, relax, and let's see what happens. I did forget one thing, I'll bring it to your attention now. I do not have this car was not designed for theft deterrent other than OnStar and locking the car up. It's just the way it's designed. The Pontiac has the lock car sign that everyone goes by. So since I don't have that on this car, because it's not designed with that, unfortunately, I have to go by the check engine light. And we're about a minute into this. So that's what I'm having to go by. So apparently, obviously, other vehicles, and my Pontiac has the theft deterrent. That's what you watch, stays on or flashes, and once it stops or shuts off, step 2, step 3, and you're done. So I'm going by the engine check light on this. So when you turn the key on your vehicle and it's a higher grade vehicle, look for the theft deterrent. It's the lock with the car sign. That's your theft deterrent, and that's what you watch. This car is not designed with it, so I have to use engine check light. We're 2 minutes into this. Three minutes now. Counting down. See if it actually stops flashing. Now on the YouTube channel I watched, all GM vehicles, it stops. So we shall see with mine. Well, there's still something else I haven't found out. More research and phone calls and get this figured out. Excuse me. A lot of gray area that I don't like. And I hope to pray that it does stop flashing. On to 4 minutes now. I thought for sure yesterday I had it. But at least now the fuel pump's working, so I've only got one more obstacle or hurdle to get over. Get the motor to crank and start. Now she starts cranking by the key. All she's got to do is prime herself, gas it to the filter as you've seen, and then she'll fire up. Yeah, I got no warning about my PCM dying at all. None. You heard correctly. I thought I'd done something when I was doing the evap system, and I went through the starter and all that. Still couldn't. Now we're 5 minutes into this. We're going to do 12 minutes, and she stops flashing. We've got it. I hope. If not, back to the drawing board. But being a stick shift, that's a good theft deterrent because most people can't drive a stick or don't want to. I've talked to a lot of people and younger generations now. Imports and some vehicles are stick shift. But there's more automatics on the road than there is sticks, I believe. Yeah, that distant thunder or rumble you heard with my stomach growling, if you heard it. Six minutes, counting down. It's a time game, so all we can do is patient and get through it. So all I'm doing this and learning and figuring out information, research, so on and so forth, that you'll know the shortcut to go directly to it and not take nowhere near as long as this. Seven minutes. 4 minutes to go. And as a known fact for Albert Einstein, He was known to be the most curious man on the planet. He wanted to know why or yes, and wanted to know why if it's not or no. I'm the same way. Not as smart as he was into physics. I know some. But yeah, he was a smart man and curious and why it is and why it's not. And that's the reason why I go through what I do on my channel. I hope this helps you out. You subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. And the notification bell to cut through the chase that I go through that I don't know about or not a lot about to do this. 3 minutes and counting. So they can stop flashing at any time now. And if it doesn't stop flashing in another 3 minutes, turn the key off, unhook the cables. I'm going to try it anyway and leave it where she sits and start probing, digging, and looking into and getting a hold of a buddy of mine and see what he can do for me. Now, he doesn't sponsor my channel. No one sponsors my channel but me. But he is in the computer, the electronics of the vehicles where I'm not nearly as much, and he has a lot of the top shelf equipment to do it with, or I don't. He's in the outer Cincinnati area, and his name is Jeremiah Nunlist. Longtime friend of mine. We're getting close. So far it hasn't stopped, as you see. By the looks of it, it's going to take the computer to get him to hook up. Or should I say, to communicate. We're going to do 2 more minutes. Counting into the 2 minutes now. Count down. Just for good measure. We hope you see that stop flashing. And by the looks of it, I got a hunch now it's not going to happen. But we got a minute and a half to go. One minute countdown. It don't look good. Sorry about this, but I'm still working on it and I'll conquer it. But still in the apparently wrong direction, and I don't have the top shelf computer or the education for this. Come on, light. Surprise us and shut off. 5 seconds and counting down. Okay. Yep, back to me, hands in the way again as usual. Okay, we're, might as well say 20 minutes into this. That's all for this video, and I will bring you updates as I can get them, and you'll get to see when I do, when she starts. And I'll bring you the information on what I had to do to get it done. Thanks a lot, everyone. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and you've got it. And thanks to all my subscribers. Peace out. Keep the wrenches turning and easy on the knuckles. Thanks, everyone. Have a great one. Bye.